Hello students. Now today's topic in our magnetism chapter is magnetic dipole moment, or we can call it in short magnetic moment. Symbol is capital M. You can see that I have drawn here two system. One is a bar magnet and second is a coil. That means we are going to understand this dipole moment term for these two devices. Why two devices? Because in the magnetism, the sources are two sources. Current can also produce magnetic field, and a magnet itself can also produce the magnetic field. So let us discuss one by one the two devices and let us understand what is their dipole moment. Okay, first of all I'll take the bar magnet concept. In the electrostatics chapter, we have studied one thing, that what is electric dipole. You remember? Electric dipole. Electric dipole is the system of minus q and plus q charge separated by a distance 2a. Okay, so whenever we have two poles opposite, then we call that system dipole. Di means two. Okay, so dipole means two poles, two charges are there, and because electric word is there, so here charges will come. Okay, in the same manner, a bar magnet is also a dipole. Why? Because in the bar magnet we have south pole at one edge and north pole at another edge. So that's why a magnet can also be called by another name. What is that name? Magnetic dipole. I think this concept is clear. Electric dipole means charges and magnetic dipole means magnetic poles, south pole and north pole. Now they are also separated by a distance, so this is also called a magnetic dipole. So whenever you read this word bar magnet or magnetic dipole, the meaning is the same. Now how to handle this dipole in the formulas, okay, or in any rules of physics, how to deal with this dipole mathematically, what is the symbol to handle it. So like in the electrostatics, electric dipole moment means the property of the dipole. It was denoted by P and its formula was any charge into the distance. So minus q plus q are same only, we have to only take the magnitude into the distance between them 2a. And the direction, what about the direction of P? Because this P is a vector. So direction of P is always written from minus q to plus q charge. So that means here two things are there about electric dipole. Electric dipole moment magnitude is q into 2a and direction is minus q to plus q. Here we denote the dipole moment by P symbol, capital P. In the same manner here for the bar magnet, the magnetic dipole moment is denoted by M symbol. And now let us make its formula with the help of this formula. P formula was q into 2a, that means any one charge into the distance. So here also, like the charge we denote by q, here how to denote any magnetic pole. So we denote the magnetic pole's magnitude or value or strength by small m symbol. This denotes the magnetic pole. Okay, into we want the distance. So we want this distance. Only the distance between the two poles. Suppose the distance is 2a. So I will write here 2a. So capital M formula is m into 2a. Okay. So this way the same formula, q into 2a here and m into 2a here. Here the symbol is P. Here the symbol is capital M for dipole moment. Okay. Now you must have noticed one thing, that I have not taken the complete length of the magnet. Okay, I have not taken the complete length of the magnet because no, the poles of the magnets are not at the edges. They are little inside the edges. So you can see that I have shown S pole and N pole little inside the magnet. So actually for the magnet there are two types of lengths. If I take this length, it is called geometric length. Okay, geometrically what is the total length of the magnet? That is geometric length. But I don't want the geometric length. I want the distance between the poles, actual poles. So actual poles distance is actually, we call it magnetic length. Okay, so this 2a term which I have shown, no, that is from pole to pole. So pole to pole distance is called magnetic length. So magnetic length is this much only, but geometric length is full length. Geometric length we don't want to use anywhere. It's just for your information, otherwise geometric length will not be used anywhere. Okay, and let us name this small m also here. So small m term is called pole strength. So capital M formula for the magnetic dipole is small m into 2a. Small m denotes the pole strength of any of the pole strength will be same, and 2a denotes the magnetic length. Magnetic length means pole to pole distance, this distance. Now one thing, magnitude we have studied, direction. Let us talk about direction. So direction of M, or M vector we should say, it is like here it is from minus q to plus q. So here also from negative pole to positive pole. So negative pole here is considered S pole. Okay, remember this point. Here negative pole is south pole and positive pole is north pole. So this way we have compared the electric dipole with the magnetic dipole or bar magnet. Okay, now we are moving to the coil case. In our second case, now we are given a current carrying coil. Suppose this is the current direction. Okay, now a current carrying coil is also the source of magnetic field. So it will also possess the magnetic dipole moment. So when I write the magnetic dipole moment for a coil, then its formula will be different. Its formula will be NIA. Remember this formula. Whenever we are given a coil, whether it is a circular coil or rectangular coil which is having the current, then the magnetic dipole moment of a coil is given by M equal to NIA term. N means how many turns are there in the coil. I means current flowing. A means area of the coil. So shape of the coil is not important. We only require the area of the coil. Okay, so it may be a rectangular coil also, like this, in which the current is flowing. All such things, all such coils will have the magnetic dipole moment. Now how can we say that there is dipole? This is a dipole, that I will explain you. First of all, now we have to show the vector notation also on the magnetic dipole moment. It is a vector. So where to show vector sign here? N is number of turns, cannot be a vector. I is the current, scalar. So area, instead of area we will be taking area vector. Okay, so this area vector or A vector, this is actually the perpendicular line drawn to the area. Okay, suppose this is the plane of the coil. So perpendicular vector to this coil, that will be called area vector, this perpendicular vector. Now how to find this area vector direction. For that, I'll take that similar heading which is discussed before also. This area vector depends upon the current direction. I am here taking two types of current directions, and I will explain you how to find area vector direction or M vector direction or B vector direction, because all are in the same direction. First case is that current is anti-clockwise. Okay, current is anti-clockwise. So we have discussed before that for the anti-clockwise direction of the current, at the center magnetic field B is normally outwards. Or we can show it by dot at the center. Dot means normally outwards. So whether we write the direction of B vector or direction of M vector or direction of A vector, all the directions are similar, and they are found out by the similar rule that if anti-clockwise current is there, then the magnetic field is normally outwards. This I have discussed before also by this technique, that anti means N pole and this circle means O. So NO, normally outwards, is the direction which you have to remember. In the same manner, if the direction of the current is clockwise, then for the clockwise direction, it will be just opposite field, opposite to this case. So here the magnetic field direction is normally inwards. How to show normally inwards in the diagram? So at the center we have to show cross. So A vector direction or magnetic field vector direction or M vector direction, all are in the same manner calculated, whichever thing you are asked. So for the anti-clockwise, normally outwards. For anti-clockwise direction of current, magnetic moment or area vector or magnetic field B vector, all are normally outwards. And for the clockwise direction of the current in that coil, M vector, A vector or B vector, all are normally inwards. This is the simplest technique to remember these directions. So remember at least one part, anti means normally outwards. Okay. Now you note down this detail about bar magnet and coil. So we have a revision. Magnetic dipole moment of bar magnet is M into 2A. Direction is from south to north. And for a coil, magnetic dipole moment is NIA formula, and the direction is decided by the current direction. Direction of M is decided by the current direction. If current is anti-clockwise, then direction of B or M or area, all are normally outwards, and just opposite for clockwise current. Now I'll explain you that how this coil is also like a bar magnet only, or how we can say that a coil will possess dipole moment, how the two poles, dipoles, are generated in the coil. So I'll take in the next sheet the comparison in the bar magnet and coil, or we can say that how they are similar to each other. Now let us understand the comparison. We know that bar magnet is already having two poles, that's why it is called dipole, and that's why it will be having dipole moment. But how this coil is having two poles and how it is having dipole moment? So we need to compare the two cases now together. Let us start now. First of all, suppose we have taken a magnet. S pole is here, N pole is here. Now we know that because it is dipole, so it will be having dipole moment, and dipole moment's direction is from S to N. So M vector, that means magnetic dipole moment is from S to N. Now let us try to draw the magnetic field lines around this bar magnet. So if you remember, how do we draw the magnetic field lines? By assuming a unit north pole everywhere. Okay, so suppose I am putting north pole here, north pole here, north pole, north pole. Then where this north pole will go, that are the directions of magnetic field lines. So you see now, this north pole will get repelled from this. Okay, this is both are north. So north and north will repel. That's why the field lines are outwards. Now, in the same manner, what about this S pole now? This N pole which we have assumed, that will get attracted. So the magnetic field lines are inwards. In the same manner, if this N pole we see, from this N it will get repelled, but to this S it will be attracted. So this way you see that magnetic field lines are like this. On this side also, where this N will go, from this N it will be repelled, but to this S it will be attracted. In the same manner, we can draw number of such lines. Okay, these are the field line pattern. Now just carefully observe that outside the magnet, now very interesting point is there. Outside the magnet, the field lines are from N to S. Okay, field lines are from N to S. So B or magnetic field, that is from, I should write it highlighting, N to S, where outside. But inside the magnet, S to N going, M direction or B direction is the same. So S to N. So inside the magnet, the magnetic field is from S to N direction. And you can notice that magnetic field line is making the closed loop also. यहाँ से गई N से field line to S, and inside from S to N. Outside from N to S, inside from S to N. So that's why the magnetic field lines always make the closed loops, which you can see here also. And what you have to remember here, that outside the magnet, the field lines are from N to S, and inside the magnet, the field lines are from S to N. Okay, and inside we show magnetic dipole moment also. So magnetic dipole moment and field B are in the same direction. Now I will discuss about the coil. How the coil can have two poles, or how it can be a magnetic dipole. See, suppose I am taking the anti-clockwise current, okay, from the top. Okay, so it is this way. Suppose we take any coil from the top. If we see the direction of the current, if it is anti-clockwise, then from the bottom, if I see the same current, it will look clockwise. From top anti-clockwise, so from the bottom clockwise. Direction of the current is the same. एक ही करंट फ्लो हो रही है कॉइल में, लेकिन ऊपर से देखते हैं तो एंटी क्लॉकवाइज दिखती है, नीचे से देखते हैं तो क्लॉकवाइज दिखती है. फाइन. सो नाउ फ्रॉम द टॉप, because anti-clockwise current we can see, anti means it is like N pole, top side of the coil, and from the bottom, because the current will look like clockwise current, so clockwise means south pole. That's why the single loop, if any single current loop is given, then if front face is north pole, then its back side face is south pole. Okay, that way it is. So it is like this. If any coil, its top side it is north pole, then bottom side it is south pole. So every coil, it is having two faces, front face and back face are always opposite. So because N and S both are present in the current carrying coil, okay, N and S both are present in a current carrying coil, that's why it behaves like a dipole. Okay, dipole. Now let us match the direction of magnetic moment here. How it is? If it is anti-clockwise current, that means N pole. And for anti-clockwise current, we have discussed, if we see the front view of the coil, for the anti-clockwise current direction, the magnetic field or magnetic moment at the center is normally outwards. So from this anti-clockwise current, normally outwards, okay, is the field or magnetic moment. So it is correct, no, that bottom side it was S and top side it is N. So the magnetic moment is coming from S to N only. Okay, so in this circular coil, the magnetic moment is the one which is the line perpendicular to it and crossing it from the center. Okay, so if bottom side S pole is there, so magnetic moment will enter from bottom to top, that means upward. And if just reverse is there, suppose if I am drawing one more coil in which the current is clockwise, so top side will be south pole, clockwise means south pole, and bottom side will be north pole. Now we have discussed, for the clockwise current, magnetic field is normally inverse. So it is correct that from S to N, magnetic moment is entering. Whether we say magnetic field or we say magnetic moment, the directions are same only. Okay, here also. So this we have discussed, that how a coil can have two poles. So every coil is having always two opposite poles on its front face and back face, and depending upon which one is south pole and which one is north pole, the direction inside the coil will always be from S to N. You can see here, direction inside will always be from S to N. So S to N, S to N. So according to the current direction we have discussed.